Before you even kiss someone, before a single word is whispered, there is a moment when your hand gets close enough to touch them and their entire body reacts. A breath catches. The heart beats a little faster. The world around you becomes silent. Because human attraction isn't just about what you say, it's about where and how you touch. And the truth is, every person has sensitive areas that can unlock desire, trust, vulnerability, and sometimes secrets they try to hide. Most people have no idea how powerful the right touch can be. But after today, you will. Welcome to Psychology of Desire, where we decode emotion, human attraction, and the deepest behaviors people never speak out loud. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, because every video you watch reveals a little more of what the human mind tries to hide. And trust me, once you understand these things, you'll never look at touch the same way again. You see, touch is not just physical, it's psychological. It's the silent language of desire. When someone allows your hand on their body, even for a moment, it means something. It's permission, vulnerability, curiosity, and sometimes, hope. Touch can make someone feel seen, wanted, protected, or exposed, overwhelmed, and completely disarmed. The difference is where you touch and how. Most people think desire begins with lips or hands, but it doesn't. It starts with anticipation, the slow realization that someone could touch you, that they want to, but they're waiting just long enough to make your mind go wild. Because the human mind is addicted to imagination. The places you don't touch immediately become the places they think about the most. Think about it. When someone you're attracted to lightly brushes their hand near your lower back as they pass you, or when their fingers ghost over your arm without fully touching it. Why does your body feel it so intensely? Because the most sensitive areas are tied directly to emotion, not just nerves, feelings. The first place people don't realize is incredibly sensitive is the waist. Not because it's sexual, but because it's vulnerable. The waist is where instinct lives. If someone places a hand there, lightly, slowly, it sends a signal to the brain. Someone strong enough to hurt me is choosing not to. That combination of safety and danger is why it feels so electric. It's not just touch, it's power. Gently held. Another area most people ignore is the neck. The neck is where trust and fear collide. When someone touches your neck, everything changes. Goosebumps rise, breathing shifts, the body becomes alert. Because the neck is primal, it's where instinct, attraction, and surrender all meet. That's why a soft touch there can melt confidence or spark intense excitement. It's not just skin, it's vulnerability exposed. But there's something even more fascinating. Many of the most sensitive areas have nothing to do with intimacy. They're emotional zones, like the face. Touching someone's face is one of the most intimate gestures a human can experience, not because of desire, but because of meaning. You don't touch a stranger's face. You don't reach for someone unless they matter. When a hand traces the cheek, the jawline, or the chin, it signals affection, attention, and emotional closeness. For many people, it can feel more intimate than kissing. And then there are hands. Hands tell stories long before lips ever do. When fingers intertwine, when thumbs trace the skin, when palms press together. The body interprets this as connection. That's why holding someone's hand in silence can say more than speaking for an hour. The touch is slow, personal, honest. It says, I choose you, and I'm not afraid to show it. The truth is, sensitive areas aren't just physical spots, they are emotional doorways. They reveal who a person trusts, who they desire, and who they secretly wish would touch them again. And what's coming next is even deeper, because there are parts of the body that respond not just to touch, but to anticipation, tension, and emotional chemistry. When you touch someone without touching them, when your hand hovers close enough for them to feel the heat of your skin, the body reacts before the mind can understand why. That space, that electric distance, is where real desire begins. Because sometimes the most sensitive areas respond more to expectation than contact itself. The body waits, the mind imagines, and suddenly, a simple moment becomes unforgettable. One of the most underestimated sensitive areas is the lower back, especially the small curve just above the waist. It's where instinct and control collide. When someone touches you there, even lightly, your body leans in on its own. It's a silent pull, a subconscious surrender. The reason it feels so intense is psychological. It's a protective zone. If someone touches you there gently, your mind reads it as security. But if they do it confidently, your mind reads it as dominance. That duality is powerful. It can make someone feel safe and desired at the exact same time. But here's the darker side of psychology. Not everyone is comfortable being touched there, even if they like the person. Some will step back, some will freeze. Because when a touch hits an emotional spot, it reveals everything: excitement, fear, tension, desire. The lower back exposes feelings people usually hide. Another sensitive place most people never think about is the back of the shoulder. A slow, gentle touch there can send a shock of warmth through the whole body. Why? Because it's unexpected, it's tender, it's intimate without being obvious. It says, "I see you. I'm here, and I want to be close." A hand placed on the shoulder from behind can make someone close their eyes for a second. Not because of pressure, but because of presence. The inside of the wrist is another secret most people miss. There is a reason lovers hold hands differently than friends. When someone lightly traces your wrist with their fingers, or lets their thumb glide over that soft skin, the brain wakes up. That area is full of sensitive nerves, connected directly to emotional response. It feels delicate, personal, almost forbidden. It sends a message without a word spoken. But let's go darker. There are places the body reacts to, even if a person tries to hide it. Not because of pleasure, but because of emotional memory. The shoulders tense when someone is guarded. The arms soften when they trust you. A light touch down the spine can make the body straighten or melt, depending on how they feel about the person behind them. Touch reveals the truth faster than words ever will. And then there's the ticklish secret most people don't talk about: the sides of the stomach. For some, it's playful. For others, it's too intimate. That sensitivity exists because the body is wired to protect that area. It's instinct. If someone can touch there, and you're not uncomfortable, it means you trust them more than you think. But the most powerful touches are rarely sexual. They are emotional. A hand brushing hair away from the face, fingers resting on the side of the neck, palms sliding down the arms slowly. These are the touches that make someone close their eyes. Not because of lust, but because of connection. There are certain touches the body remembers long after the moment is gone. Not because they were intense, but because they were gentle, precise, filled with meaning. The most sensitive areas are not just about pleasure, they are about psychology. And the places where someone reacts the strongest often reveal what they feel the deepest. The collarbone is one of those places. Lightly touch someone there and their breath changes. The skin tightens. They become aware of every inch of their own body. Why? Because the collarbone is where vulnerability meets elegance. It's exposed, but fragile. When a hand traces along it softly, it feels like someone is learning you, studying you, admiring you without saying a word. It is not a touch of possession. It is a touch of appreciation. And that is what makes it powerful. The back of the neck is even more intense. It's primal, a place humans instinctively protect. When someone's fingers slide there slowly, the body reacts before the brain can think. The shoulders loosen, the spine tingles, the breath deepens. The message is clear. I could hold you here, or I could let you go. It's not about domination. It's about trust. A gentle touch there says, "You are safe with me." But a firm touch says, "I want you." Then there's the inner thigh, one of the strongest psychological triggers of desire. But here's the truth. It's not the touch itself that makes it intense. It's the permission behind it. To touch someone there, you must already be close, already trusted, already chosen. It is a place reserved for intimacy, not curiosity. When someone's hand rests there, even lightly, the mind fills with electricity. The body anticipates, the heart races. It's not the pressure, it's the closeness. But let's talk about something almost no one realizes. The lips are not the most sensitive part of a kiss. The edge of the jawline, the curve beneath the ear, the soft space just behind the earlobe, that's where the real spark lives. When someone kisses there slowly, the entire body responds. Because it's subtle, unexpected. It feels like a secret being whispered against the skin. It's the kind of touch that doesn't just make you shiver, it makes you remember. There is a psychological reason for all of this. The most sensitive areas are not where the body feels the most. They are where the heart reacts the fastest. Touch is emotional. It exposes who we trust, who we want, and who we shouldn't want, but do anyway. And here's something deeper. The body doesn't just respond to touch, it responds to intention. A soft hand on the lower back can feel comforting from someone you love, but invasive from someone you don't. A kiss on the neck can be thrilling or terrifying. Sensitivity is not just about nerves, it's about connection. The right person can touch you anywhere, and it feels like home. The wrong person can kiss you everywhere, and it feels like nothing. The next part of this video will uncover the places that trigger desire you can't hide. The touches that make someone lose control for a moment, even if they're pretending not to care. The spots that reveal who secretly wants you, and who is fighting it. There are moments when touch stops being physical, and becomes emotional. When the body reacts faster than logic, faster than pride, faster than the walls someone spent years building. And the places that trigger that reaction aren't always the ones people expect. The small space right below the back of the ear, that soft curve between the jaw and the neck, is one of the most dangerous places to touch. Not because it's provocative, but because it's disarming. When someone kisses or brushes their fingers there, the body doesn't just react, it melts. The knees weaken. The breath catches. The mind goes blank for a second. It's where desire whispers instead of shouts. Quiet, powerful, unforgettable. Another deeply sensitive place is the hip bone, specifically the sides where your thumbs might rest when you pull someone closer. That area is filled with nerves, yes, but that's not the true reason it feels so intense. It's because it's an intimate space between comfort and temptation. A hand on the hip bone says, "I want you near." A slow pull says, "Come closer." It's subtle dominance wrapped in tenderness, but the most surprising sensitive area of all is the lower stomach. Even a light touch there can make someone shiver. Why? Because it's unprotected. It's instinctive to guard it. When someone places their hand there, gently, the brain hears one message: I trust you. And when trust meets attraction, desire becomes impossible to hide. Now, let's go somewhere most people never think about, the back of the knee. It seems harmless, innocent, but run your fingers there slowly, and the body jerks, a spark of sensitivity mixed with surprise. It's a place the mind forgets about, until someone touches it. Then every nerve wakes up. But here's where dark psychology steps in. Touch reveals attraction even when someone tries to hide it. If a person's breathing changes, if their shoulders drop, if their voice softens, if their eyes close for a second, their body has already answered a question their mouth won't. People can fake words, they can fake smiles, they can fake indifference. But the body, it always tells the truth. So pay attention to the tiny reactions. The slight leaning in, the lips parting just a little, the eyelids lowering, the silent pause after you touch them. These reactions are confessions without sound. And here's the deepest part. The most sensitive spot on the human body isn't physical at all. It's psychological. It's the mind. If someone touches you in a way that makes you feel wanted, safe, admired, Every inch of you becomes sensitive to them. They could touch your arm, and your whole body reacts. They could whisper near your neck, and your heart races. Sensitivity is amplified by emotion, not just contact. Some people say they don't like being touched until the right person touches them. Then everything changes. Part 5 will take this to a deeper level. The areas that trigger emotional bonding, attachment, passion, and silent confessions. The touches that make someone remember you long after you walk away. There is a kind of touch that leaves fingerprints on the mind, not the skin. The kind that stays long after the moment is over, not because it was intense, but because it was meaningful. And these final places, these final reactions, tell you when someone is not just attracted to you, but connected to you. The forehead is one of the most emotional places to touch. A kiss there is not lust, it's care. It says, I want your heart, not just your body. It reaches a part of a person that romance alone can't touch. Someone may let you kiss their lips easily, but the forehead is earned. Then there's the space between the shoulder and the chest, right over the heart. When someone places their head there, or rests their hand there, it's instinct, it's comfort. It is the body's way of saying, I feel safe with you. Don't move. Most people don't realize how sensitive that area is until someone they care about touches it. The heartbeat speeds up, but the soul relaxes. And the most powerful of all, the face. Not sexual, not aggressive, just gentle. When you touch someone's face and they close their eyes, even for a second, that is a silent confession. It means, I trust you with the parts of me I usually hide. The truth is, the most sensitive areas respond only when the right person touches them. Attraction is physical, but desire is psychological. Anyone can touch a body. Only someone special can touch the mind. Because when you touch someone with intention, not just passion, their body remembers you. Their mind replays you. Their heart feels you again, even when you're gone. And maybe that's the deepest secret of all. A touch is not powerful because of where it lands. It's powerful because of who delivered it. Thank you for watching Psychology of Desire, where we uncover the emotions, instincts, and hidden desires people try to hide. If this video opened your eyes or sparked a new understanding of attraction, make sure to subscribe. There is so much more to uncover, and every week, we go deeper. Remember, the body reacts to touch, but the heart reacts to intention. See you in the next video.